Hey, what's up guys, Tech Titan here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this video, you know how we do it. I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So before I begin talking about the main point of the video, I just want to give a shout out to Ghost Tech, which is a company that makes quality cases for pretty much any phone that you can think of. Now, they didn't pay me. I just want to give them a shout out for sending me their cases. So they have different designs. They have this Defender case, which comes with a screen protector. And they also have this clear design, which have some strong grips on the side, yet looks elegant if you want to show off your phone, if you want to show off the back of the phone. And so let's go ahead and get started and talk about the actually main point of the video. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at and comparing the LG Stylo 6 and the LG K51. And the reason I did this video is because, one, I want to show how similar these phones have become in the past iterations from the K lineup to the Stylo lineup. Two, I think it would be a fun comparison. So let's start by looking at the design itself. So the K51 has this oval design, which is familiar to pretty much nearly all smartphones, and the Stylo 6 has this boxier design with boxier sides, not curved edges. As far as also design is the addition of a stylus on the LG Stylo 6, whereas the K51 doesn't really have that. So same headphone jack, same microphone, same USB-C, same speaker. And so again, the design, also the differences comes to the screen. And so the screen on the LG Stylo 6 is the following. So it does have a 6.8-inch screen, and the screen houses your 13 megapixel front-facing camera, and it is a full HD plus display, again more squarish. And as far as quality, it's a nice LCD panel, quality for sure. So the colors look nice, and it is sharp. It's not the sharpest thing in the world, however it's sharp enough for its screen size. And now if we transition to the LG K51, that's where it will fall off a little bit. So it is only a it's only a 720p panel and slightly smaller at 6.5 inches, and has this teardrop notch, which has your front-facing 13 megapixel camera. The LG Stylo 6 kind of have like a circle notch, you can think of it that way. And the screen is 720p, so not the sharpest thing in the world, however has similar quality, quality, not sharpness, quality as the Stylo 6. So there is that. And speaking of the camera, or the cameras in this case, so the LG K51 has a triple camera setup with the following specs. You have a 13, 5, and 2. So a 13 main sensor, megapixel main sensor, a 5 megapixel wide angle lens, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, followed by an LED flash. And if you look at the side of the phone, this camera sits near flush. So there's that for you. Now, the Stylo 6 has a slightly different camera setup, and it has a 13 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel wide, and instead of a 2 megapixel depth sensor, it is a 5 megapixel. So the resolution on the depth sensor is higher at 5 megapixels. And if you look at the sides, again, it has a also similar near flush design. So the camera app is identical. It's made by LG, so you would expect that. However, when we talk about picture quality, this is my thinking when it comes to picture quality. So the LG Stylo 6 does a better job in pretty much all conditions. Not really significant enough to matter, I really think so. And yeah, so cameras, you can think of them as being pretty much similar, other than the fact that the resolution of the depth sensor is higher on the Stylo 6. So now spec-wise, the Stylo 6 has the following specs. So it's a 2.3 gigahertz octa-core chip, with the processor being a MediaTek chip, and it is the Helio P35, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, and 3 gigabytes of RAM, followed by a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. And so it's smooth and it's fast. It does the job well. And yeah, that's really what you can ask for in a mid-tier device. Now the specs of the K51. The K51 has the following: a 2 gigahertz octa-core chip with a MediaTek processor. Now this time it uses a slightly lower chip, which is the Helio P22. half the storage of the Stylo 6 at 32 gigabytes, and it has 3 gigabytes of RAM, and it's powered by a 4000 milliamp hour battery. So what does that mean? That does mean that to me the Stylo 6 is the better performer. Only also on the fact that the K51 has a lagging issue and lagging problem. I did talk about it in my review, which I will leave in the description below. There's also a more extensive camera review and things of that nature. So it does lag, especially when you also power it off and power it back on. It takes longer than usual to power back on. However, when it comes to usability, they both have their own thing going for them. So if you're interested in a stylus and a more boxier design and kind of a better looking, you can think of it, phone, as far as like the back, which just shines under sunlight and gives that rainbow effect, then the Stylo 6 is definitely the phone of choice. The K51 is meant for kind of the pricing also is weird if you think about it. So it's only like $50 to $100 depending on where you get it and the timing of when you get the phone. However, to me, I would still prefer the Stylo 6 over the K51. This video pretty much showcased how close these phones have come in the past couple of years. You usually don't compare these phones because they're just their own category. However, design-wise, it's really getting similar and they're getting closer each year and each iteration. And so again, I would still recommend the Stylo 6 over the K51 for several reasons. Not the camera, but the display, which is bigger and sharper if you're into that, if you're into a bigger display. And also the fact that it doesn't lag as much as the K51. Okay, so finally, thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed this kind of fun comparison, leave a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.